Hello and welcome to the last scene of Act 2 of Julius Caesar. So, in this scene, we can see that Portia, who's the wife of Brutus, is seen agitated. She is torn or she is struggling between the concern for her husband on one hand and the promise that is given to Brutus that she will not reveal anything. And also, she meets a soothsayer who tells her that he's going to the capital to wait and watch Caesar pass and also warn him. Therefore, because of her worries and concerns for Brutus, she sends Lucius to go meet Brutus and come back and tell her what he says. Now, let's go into the detailed explanation. Enter Portia and Lucius. So Portia says, I prithee, boy, run to the Senate house. Stay not to answer me, but get thee going. Why dost thou stay? So she's saying, I pray to you, boy, run to the Senate now. Do not now wait to answer me, but just go. Now, why haven't you gone? Why are you still here? So Lucius says, to know my errand, ma'am, what am I supposed to do? I would have had thee there and here again. Here I can tell thee what thou should do there. So she's saying that I wanted you there to go there and come back again before I can even tell you that what you should do there. So through these sentences, we can find out the mental state of Portia, how disturbed she is. So she comes aside and she tells to herself, O constancy, be strong upon my side. Means, O self-control, please be on my side and help me be strong. Set a huge mountain between my heart and my tongue. I have a man's mind but a woman's mind. Okay, so she is saying it is so difficult for a woman to keep secrets. I wish there is a large mountain that is in between my heart and my tongue so that I will not speak my mind. I have a man's mind, but my strength is that of a woman. My self-control is that of a woman's. How hard it is for women to keep counsel. So how hard it is for women to keep secrets. Are thou here yet? Are you still here? She tells Lucius. So Lucius says, Madam, what should I do? So he's also confused. He exactly don't know what his errand is. Run to the capital and nothing else? And so return to you and nothing else? So he's saying I should run to the capital and do nothing and then come back to you and say nothing. So Portia says, yes, bring me word, boy, if thy lord looks well. So give me an answer saying if Brutus is well. For he went sickly forth. So when he went to the capital in the morning, he looked unwell. And take good note what Caesar is doing, what suitors press to him. So take a note of what Caesar is doing and what kind of people are near him. Hark, boy, what noise is that? He's saying, listen, what is that noise? So Lucius says, I hear none, madam. So Portia says, please listen well. I hear a bustling rumor like a fray, and the wind brings it from the capital. So she says, I hear a loud noise like a fight, and it is coming from the capital. So Lucius says, sooth, madam, I hear nothing. Truly, madam, I hear nothing. And that is when the soothsayer enters. So Portia calls the soothsayer, come hither, come here, fellow. Which way hast thou been? So where are you coming from? So the soothsayer says, at my own house, good lady. So Portia says, what is the clock? So what time is it? So soothsayer says, about the 9th hour, lady. It is 9 o'clock. So Portia says, is Caesar yet gone to the capital? Has he been to the capital yet? So soothsayer says, madam, not yet. I go to take my stand to see him pass on to the capital. So I'm waiting for him to go pass on the way to the capital. So Portia says, thou hast some suit to Caesar. So do you have some plea for Caesar, don't you? So soothsayer says, that I have, lady. If it will please Caesar to be so good to Caesar as to hear me, I shall beseech him to befriend himself. So he says, yes, I do. If it pleases Caesar to be so good to himself as to hear me, I'll try to warn him to guard himself. So Portia says, why? Knowest thou any harm intended towards him? Do you know any harm that Caesar might get into, that you want to guard him? So he's saying, none that I know will be, much that I fear may chance. So I don't know that any harm will definitely be intended towards him, but there are things that I fear may happen. Good morrow to you. Here the street is narrow. He says, okay, good morning. Here the street is narrow. The throng that follows Caesar at the heels. So the crowd that follows Caesar by walking, of senators, of praetors, of commoners, will crowd a feeble man almost to death. So there will be so many people that it will crush a weak man almost to death. I'll get me to a place more void. Okay, so I will get to a place which is less crowded. And there speak to great Caesar as he comes along. And there I will go and speak to Caesar as he comes. And he exits. So Portia says, I must go in. And when she's alone, she says, "Ay me, how weak a thing the heart of a woman is. O Brutus, oh my heart is so weak, O Brutus. The heavens speed thee to thy enterprise." So I hope that your enterprise happens. Or I hope that God helps you in whatever enterprise that you are thinking of. Sure, the boy hears me. And she tells to Lucius, Brutus has a suit that Caesar will not grant. So Brutus has a claim that Caesar will not give or allow. And alone she says, oh, I grow faint. Oh, I'm growing weak. I'm growing feeble. Run, Lucius, and commend me to my lord. Say I am merry and come to me again. So run to Brutus and tell him that I am fine. And come to me again and bring me word what he says. And they exit in opposite directions. So here in this entire scene, Portia is paranoid. She is very anxious about what will happen to Brutus and that he is up to something. And that is when she begins to even hear noises that aren't there. So this shows that she's a very loving and concerned wife as well. So I hope this was clear, and this is the end of Act 2, Scene 4. All the very best. Study well. God bless you. May all your dreams come true. Thank you.